Hey Scorpios, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot reading and astrology for June 15th through the 21st of 2020. We got a lot happening astrologically. We have 6 planets in retrograde. Mercury joins them, retrograding in Cancer from June 17th through July 12th of 2020. So we get that fun little dose of miscommunication, repressed emotions coming up, reassessing our senses of security, our relationships, and, you know, all that really fun aspects of miscommunication and missing the point, inability to say what we really feel coming up. So that'll be fun. And then at the end of the week there on June 21st, we have that solar eclipse new moon in Cancer. I might try to do a video on that. I hope I will have time this week. I'm sure. I'm going to try very hard to do that. I'm going to also try hard to get through the monthlies. They're going to be more like mid-monthlies if I get through them, but it's just been such a crazy time, guys. Anyways, Scorpios, let's get into this here with the Rider-Waite deck. My oldest, my most classic deck here, most used. Let's see, all right, how this week plays out for you. This week has in store for Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Venus. Wow. Oh, itchy nose immediately. I want to sneeze as I pull a very potent card from the deck. I'm sure you already know what it is because you guys are quite psychic yourselves. And you've been really awakening up to that. See, Mercury retrograde is going to turn me on my head in terms of speech. So, apologizing for my ability to English already. Okay? Preemptively. Wow. This is so powerful. What was I expecting? Of course it would be like this. Let me just finish pulling them before I even start talking about it. Because this one is like, it's sending me. This might have to be the last one I do today. Wow. One at a time, please. This is too much. There's too much. You guys have too much energy and you need to find a way to deal with it this week because it's a lot. There's a lot coming up for you guys. Wow. First card out here, CH. He knows again. The Tower reversed. Right next to your card upright. King of Cups upright. For me, I mean, look at this. Just look at this imagery. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so intense. You're sitting here looking so stoic and knowledgeable, and I've got this to say and I've got this to feel, and it's fine, and I'm emotionally grown, but internally it's like you are just exploding. But to the external world, who would know? At first, I'm not saying that that's how this all goes, because we have some intense cards here. And I would say make a decision to communicate less harshly if possible and less intensely. Because when the Knight of Swords shows up and he's reversed, he's very destructive with his words and very harsh. And he's just going. So monitor how you speak, monitor what you say, even if it is very deeply felt. You have to be able to how do I even put this? Two of Swords is reversed, and right after it is the Eight of Cups. It's how you deal with how you're feeling and what's coming up and your insecurities. And not even just that, it's a lot of things we've been very on the defense about that are now we've realized have made their way in. I never thought things like this. I never believed things like this. And now we're look at how they look at each other. Your reading this week is very deeply felt. I feel like I'm at a loss for words for how this feels. I'm gonna try, and I get the itchiest nose for it. This has not happened during like any of my readings. I feel like I'm gonna have a sneeze attack during yours. Oh my god. But 9 of Wands is there, and 7 of Swords is there, and there's a hidden aspect to what we're holding up against here. We've been through it with the 9 of Wands, and that's why we've been on the defense. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want somebody coming in and ruining how I look at things and seeing things in a different way right now, because like I've built this up and I built it up to be this way, but that's useless this week. It's just useless when you get the Tower reversed, because internally we're looking at these things in such a way. We're looking at what's been taken from us. We're looking at the deeper meanings of things. We're looking at 7 of Swords is the hidden aspect. Sometimes, yes, it is when we're like, you know, when somebody has been sneaky and they've taken from us, they've hurt us, they've done things. And yes, we could be realizing that about somebody or something in our life here, but it also feels to me like these are aspects that you've been hiding, and swords you've been hiding that you know might end up hurting somebody or might end up hurting yourself. So maybe you build up a bit of a defensive wall against them. And Knight of Swords, 2 of Swords, it has a lot to do with how you communicate and your relationship to communicating what you're going through right now. Because you're facing up with some really intense energies with the Tower reversed and the Devil coming up, surrounding that King of Cups, surrounding you as you sit there and try so hard. It's like, it's very, because it's not very Scorpionic of you to, you know, just resist this change and build up this barrier against it. It's very interesting, but this is very hard for you to reconcile, and you feel stuck, trapped. Held down and tied to these certain beliefs in a way that you're now seeing that you have to move on from. Oh, your reading is vexing me. Your energy is like, I have to say, it's like it's all over the place. That's what we needed. It's all over the place. But just don't have blind faith, and don't assume everything is evil at the same time. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it any other way. It's like you have blind faith, and yet you also are assuming all these things, right? I don't know. You need to pull off the blindfold and see things from a more realistic perspective. And I feel like that involves, for a lot of you, I'm just getting the message of meditating, because you haven't been resting enough in a more, you need to ground yourself. There's so much ungrounded energy here that is just, it's a lot, and we needed some earth here. We needed something that was more grounded and traditional. We need to go about things in a more, we need to pause. We need to stop trying to rush forward with all of these feelings, all of these things that are coming up, all these intense things that we're working up against here. And just be. I don't know. Some of you guys really need to just be, because internally you're working through all of this. And what you're working through is very deep. 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups. You're on your journey forward to the 10 of Cups, because you're like, this is not, like, wow, I have not been happy. And this hurts me that I've been this way, or that I've seen these things this way, or that I've held on to these things. And look at how much they've hurt me. Look at what I did. Oh my God. Why did I do that? Why did I put myself in that position? So the way you speak this week, be careful, because you're going through all of this internally, and you've got to find a better way to communicate. Yeah, a new way to deliver the message. A new way to learn about how to get through whatever it is you're going through. Ask for help also with the Hierophant. As someone older, wiser, someone who can ground you, someone possibly spiritual with that Hierophant card coming up. Oof. Because for you, it just feels like your view, it's like, I don't know, the matrix is crumbling for you guys. I have no other way to say this. This is such it's just flowing everywhere. It's like we're in the water over here and you're pretending to stand on this. I don't think you're on this, even though it's upright, which is crazy. But I do think you'll get there. And I do think that even though this is all like this right now, you're still projecting this, no, I'm fine. I'm balanced. I'm grounded. I'm great. You're not, and that's okay. And that's totally okay, okay, Scorpio? It's fine. Let's pull a couple of, you know what, actually, I'm going to give you guys a special oracle because you are really sending me today. I just feel like we need a Lynn V. Andrews oracle deck here to deal with this very confusing reading. I hope it... You guys are going to be like, what is wrong with you? Sometimes the energies are so much and what I'm channeling is so much. I'm like, I don't even... Hands off. Oh my gosh. Scorpios, Scorpios, Scorpios. Jeez, guys. All right. Oh my God. Of course you got number one. Of course you did. Unknown. Look at this. Look at the pyramids. All right. We are all pilgrims on the path to the unknown. We sit in awe and wonder at the architecture of power. Ripen the receptive void within you like a womb accepting a seed. Open yourself to the unknowable, to what is unfamiliar to you, so that the energy of what you need in order to be whole can flow into you. When you think of yourself as an entity separate from power, you will obstruct the current and power will defeat you. Identify the form of power you want and what you want to accomplish, build, create, or be, and become that, so that there is no separating you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. Namaste. Do make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that wiggly bell. It'll notify you whenever I go live or whenever I post up a new video. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box. If you're looking to get an astrology or a numerology, chart analysis, or compatibility analysis, do check out Truly Divine. Use my code Deku30 for 30% off of anything you get through them. You can use it many times. You can send it to as many people as you want. And have a wonderful and blessed week, guys. Namaste.